And we are live.
Happy Valentine's Day.
It's Valentine's Day, yes, so we've got plenty of smooches to do when this is all done.
Yeah.
Okay, it's almost right
After
there,
this,
nice.
after we finish recording, we're gonna be watching Stardust with Plush, because Plush has not seen it.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of movies Plush hasn't seen.
I mean, that's fair, but
It's such a good movie.
we talk about it all the time. I'm actually quite
We
surprised.
do. We talk. Well, we talk about it like in voice calls and stuff. We don't really talk about it in text, and Plush doesn't really join the voice calls that
That's fair.
much.
Ah, shoot.
Yeah. Well, you see, Sly. Because it's Valentine's Day, I need to kill them before they go back to their husbands and wives. That's the only way I can cope with my miserable marriage. My favorite play by Count Olaf.
I thought it was The Marvelous Marriage.
Was it?
It's The Marvelous Marriage, and it's
Yeah,
by
I was getting
Count
it
Dufunk.
portmanteaued. Yeah, I was getting it portmanteaued with Miserable Mill.
Mmm.
I'm gonna be honest. The biggest detail of the Marvelous Marriage I can remember is that it was just marvelous carriage, but like the C was X, like painted with an X and replaced with like painted out and replaced with an M.
I think
I
that's
love that.
from
The Jim Carrey movie.
yeah, I love that.
It's such a good visual gag, and because of that, that's always how I envision it in my mind.
The Jim Carrey movie is actually quite good.
It is good. It's not perfect. It condenses the books. It's very clear that they always intended it to be a oneer, which is why
Actually,
they
it was meant to be like part one of like multiple. The problem is the studio hummed and hawed over a sequel for way too long.
really the way that it plays out. It always seemed like it was always intended to be just a one-off.
No, it was meant to have sequels. The problem was the studio was kind of like humming and hawing over if they wanted to like commit because it did well, but not like Harry Potter well. So they were like, well, I don't know, it's not doing Harry Potter well.
Christ, that's actually heartbreaking. I would have loved to see more Jim Carrey, Count Olaf.
Yeah, so there was
He was
meant to be more, but at one point there was even discussions of turning it into an animated series.
trouble with a trolley, eh?
That's not a trolley; it's a train.
Yeah, well, it was the bird that killed you.
Valid.
God, that's actually sad. I love that movie. Oh, aren't we gonna play the game on the channel at some point?
Yes, I've been meaning to. It's been part of like a we do a
I think
bunch
it's
of
on.
movie games.
Oh, right.
Shoot. I cannot stop falling to lasers. Ugh.
Oh,
Oh,
you
by
get
the way.
lost in their eyes. Um, yeah, yeah, right. We're gonna do a bunch of movie tie-in games once I'm in Boston.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of excited for that because like movie tying games are like so hit or miss.
It is so wild that Stay Alive did not get an actual video game.
But stay alive.
That's the one where if you die in the game, you die for real.
Oh, yeah, valid.
Like it's insane. Yeah. So
That's the one with
in
Shia
universe,
LaBeouf, right?
No, Frankie Muniz.
Oh,
You
Frankie.
always get it wrong.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. I see him and I'm like, that is Shia LaBeouf. Because they looked very identical when they were like the same
They
age.
didn't. They did not. Uh, but yeah, no, it's insane to me that I didn't get a tie-in game because the in-universe the game that kills you is like a Resident Evil, Silent Hill type, probably closer to Resident Evil since it takes place in and around a haunted mansion, and it would have been so like they would have even if the game or even though the movie wasn't like the best received, they still would have made bank on a game purely based on the marketing of the movie.
On a side note, I recently rewatched The One with Jet Li. You ever see that?
Oh, that's a good one. That's one where the power is shared evenly amongst all universes. So the fewer versions of you that there are, the more powerful you become. So there's one of him that's killing all the others to get all the power, but that also makes the remainders, just as powerful as him until there's only the evil one and the good one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, just the
It's
two of them.
yeah, yeah.
Just the two of us.
It's conservation of ninjutsu. If you see an army of ninjas, they're gonna like they're less than fodder. But if you see one ninja, you're gonna die.
Do you ever
Ooh, the
see?
clockwork lung.
Do you ever read Doctor McNinja?
Ah, that's one where he said ninja by day and doctor by night.
He's a ninja who's a doctor. So yeah, close enough, I guess. He's got like the
I
assistant
probably
who's
think,
like a cowboy with a mustache who's still a child.
yeah, I'm uh oh man, I'm trying to remember now. I'm trying to remember which thing it was where it was just like an absurd, like an absurd superhero where their daytime, like their average day job identity was the absurd one, but their secret, like their hero-ness was like the mundane. And that was what the gag was.
Doctor Bees.
Nah, because Dr. Bees is always Dr. Bees. He doesn't separate the doctor from the bees. It's not like by day I'm a bee, but by night I'm a doctor.
I guess. I completely stopped paying attention to what Bentley was talking about, so I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Yeah, sorry, I was too distracted by fictional doctors.
That's fair. Anyway, one of my favorite story arcs in Doctor Ninja is when he discovers that his like arch enemy has been cloning him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, so all my clones are meant to kill me." It's ironic that way, and then the clones are like, "No, we just want to help you fight this guy." And he's like, "Oh, sweet." So starts getting into a fight, and then he realizes, "Oh fuck, conservation and ninjutsu."
Yeah.
So he starts getting his butt kicked, and he's like, "Oh god, I'm gonna die." But wait a minute. What if? And then he puts on like a bandana and does like a fist bump with the guy and goes, "Come on, partner. You can't make it if it's just you. We need the both of us."
Yeah. Amazing.
and then like the guy's like, "I refuse to work alongside you." And then it's like the guy starts getting his butt kicked because, by denying the power of friendship, he's putting himself into
He's going
peril.
to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has to team up with Doctor Ninja, and then at the end they just sort of start boxing each other, and they're both too tired to really put up much of a fight.
Yeah. On the On the topic of fictional doctors, um, so in so I've been going through the Percy Jackson series. I recently finished the Heroes of Olympus last week, and one of the gods they meet is Asclepius, the god of medicine and healing. He's the doctor god.
I had a dumb moment. I forgot what I was supposed to do. Okay, I gotta jump on this train.
Jump on the caboose.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even though the book describes him as like the most stereotypical doctor kind of stuff, I cannot help but imagine Hugh Laurie.
Oh, I see what I'm supposed
Like
to
to
do.
me, it's I think you're supposed to take that guy out and then jump down there when the
No,
train
I'm
is.
supposed to jump down there to begin with. It's just like it's a weird positioning. Yeah, okay, I see where they want me to be.
Oh.
Yeah, like right around here. Okay, it just threw me off because I was like, well, shouldn't it be like where I'm standing, where the mission starts?
Yeah. So yeah, I uh I imagine Asclepius as Hugh Laurie with his caduceus being
The
uh
cane.
yeah, the cane. Just it's Dr. House with the cane and there's just a snake wrapped around it. I really God, if the Disney Percy Jackson does make it to Heroes of Olympus and does all that, it would be such a good pick to get Hugh Laurie
That would be a good pick. Hugh Laurie is a good pick in general for just about
for
anything.
anything. He was the dad in Stuart Little.
True. I haven't seen that movie in like ages. The only time I think about Stuart Little is when like Cat Icarus brings him up.
Isn't Stuart Little 2 supposed to be a really good game?
I think it is, but it's like just kind of a generic platformer kind of deal.
Fair.
What is this? Bullet Hell? When did I start playing Undertale?
Well, you see, Sly, I'm the angel that's going to empty the underground one way or the other. And this ain't no pacifist route.
You see, Sly. I cannot do a Bentley voice. I'm just gonna keep doing this voice, whatever this was. You see, Sly, I am the master of the genocide run. I have a world record. 10 of them, actually. I'm the top
Try
10 genocide runner of all time. I've never even
try
done a
like
pacifist run.
try like opening your throat and closing your nose. Not like with your hand or anything, just with muscle.
Fuck.
What? How'd you fail?
My HP was low, and I took a bunch of damage earlier because of the missile launchers.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like the little red pixel dots. Boom. There we go. What am I doing? I don't need to do any fancy maneuvers. I can just stand in one place. Did I learn nothing from the Spyro portable games?
Uh,
If you got enemies flying towards you in a pattern, always just stand in one place. They'll fly into your bullets.
yeah. Man, Addie really wants Spyro icons. I think she really wants to play a Spyro game or something.
She's excited for Spyro Dawn of the Dragon when you moved up to Boston.
Right, right.
Of course, I call dibs on Cinder.
All right. Um. Yeah.
My justification is I've played all the games, so I get
I
to
know.
pick the best character.
I know. She's just been pestering. Uh, she was just pestering me about it a couple weeks ago.
Really? You?
In the well, she was talking about it uh in the chat, the private channel I have for
Mm,
us to communicate.
valid.
Only really just, hey, make sure to ask Scraps for Spyro icons. I want to see myself as a dragon, or I want to see us as a dragon.
I'll see what I can do. I'll come up with something fancy. What element do you like most, by the way?
Uh, water, or I guess ice.
I'm trying to think because I remember like reading somewhere that so The Legend of Spyro is one of those funky ass series where there's like a lot of lore that never made it into the games. That the
Yeah, like how Spyro is the villain. In
well,
his Spyro's past life is the villain of one of the
oh,
games.
that's actually they do mention that Malifor and Spyro are basically the same thing. It's a whole thing. Um,
Yeah.
Bear cub kidnapping. Oh, I knew
You
Bentley
see,
was.
Sly.
I knew Bentley was evil, but I never imagined he would be
Well,
working.
you see, Sly, it's not kidnapping if they're orphans. They're not wanted anyway.
Cake sniffing orphans in the orphan shack, Sly.
You see, Sly, I love spreading the good word of atheism. In a particular way, I like to tell it to orphans, so that they know there's no way that they'll ever be seeing their parents again. How do you find so many orphans? Or how do you think it happens? I do it. And you get enjoyment from this? Oh no, I feel absolutely nothing.
I just want the reputation of being that guy.
Yeah. You see, Sly, I love eating puppies. Live puppies. I love it when they're alive
And I'm
and I
eating
eat
them.
them.
I love his new video with the
I
AI
love.
girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was just gonna end everything because I felt like such a pathetic piece of shit, but now I see that you're a bigger loser than me, so that means I have something to live for.
I love the bit where where he just goes, "Oh, hello, Carmelita." Yeah, yeah. As I mentioned last stream,
Oh,
she's just
yeah.
there now.
Yeah, she's like, oh, hey, Murray, have you seen Sly?
Yeah, he was at base a while back, but we move bases regularly, so I don't know where they are.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to find it now. Can you help me find it? Can you look with me? It's got a massive pink flare. The tank? Well, you're gonna have to kidnap a baby. Jesus Christ, Bentley, I know we're joking about you being evil, but this is actually, this is in the game. Jesus Christ.
Just wait for the next game where like Bentley has an entire plan that involves I'm trying to remember, like,
You see,
he's got a few kind of fucked up plans, I'm gonna be honest.
yeah, you see, Murray, I've learned of a thing called social engineering. Jesus Christ, just straight up kidnapping it.
Yeah, and I just gotta throw it at the. I don't know.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm just gotta kidnap it. It's gonna draw all the aggro to me, so. I'm gonna make it to the place.
You know, if I saw someone running while carrying a bear, I would not attack. I would be like, "Oh, that's not my problem."
I do not want to be involved with whatever their plan is.
Yeah, I'd rather jump in front of the train.
You'd be that one thug from Batman the Animated Series who has the
Yeah,
common sense
it's like,
to close the door.
yeah, he like opens the door, sees Batman closing. It's like, "What'd you see?" Nothing. Smartest henchman in the series. Well, no, the ones that quit working for Black Mask to work for Wayne Enterprise. Those ones are pretty smart.
I don't think that was specifically. I don't think that was in the animated series. That's a animated series,
No,
but
no, no,
that's
no,
not like.
no, no. What it was in the comic that was based on the animated
Oh,
series.
oh, the Batman. I remember that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, the
yeah,
Batman,
the
not like
Batman.
the animated series. Okay.
Yeah, it was a the Batman comic.
I actually watched an interview with somebody who worked on the Batman, and he
Hmm.
explained that like the main hurdle they ran into during development was this stupid rule Warner Brothers had.
Everyone has to know martial arts.
No, so Warner Brothers had this rule where you can't double up on characters. What this means is if there's another Batman property out there that has a character, you can't have the same character in your
No
thing.
crossovers?
No crossover.
That's stupid.
And not
That's
not
one
no
of the
cross
main appeal of
and
comics.
not no crossovers. It's like if there's a Batman property that has the Riddler in it, you can't have the Riddler. It doesn't
Jesus
have to be
Christ, that's so
something
stupid.
that's like you're crossing over with. If they have Riddler, you don't have Riddler.
Christ,
That's
that
why
is.
Clayface was a completely different original character for like the first half of the show's run.
Yeah, but then they had someone with the original Clayface backstory get the power.
Yeah, that's in like season 3. That's when like they were
Hmm.
actually allowed to start using characters overlapping again.
That makes
Like
sense. And
Commissioner
that also
Gordon,
makes.
like
Yeah.
Commissioner Gordon wasn't in the show because they weren't allowed to have overlapping characters. And the Commissioner Gordon was in the Nolan series, so obviously they couldn't put him in the animated series.
Oh, speaking of the Nolan series, I sent you a video and I told you the first like minute of it is absolutely insane.
Oh yeah, it's
So,
that guy ranting about
yeah,
how like
yeah, a guy ranting about gender, uh,
in a
but
Nintendo
the way he
property.
opens it, yeah, he's ranting about how evil it is for there to be a non-binary option in Tamagotchi life. But the way he starts the subject is, it's just, looks like Nintendo's adopted the darkness, much like Bane in The Dark Knight Rises.
That was the worst fight ever, dear God.
Yeah, and the reason why that's so stupid is because Bane very much did not adopt the darkness. He was very clear about that. He was born in it, molded by it. He didn't see light until he was a man, and by then it was nothing to him but blinding.
That was an okay movie. I don't think it's the best Nolan
It
movie.
it was very clear it was supposed to be it was supposed to be the Joker
Yeah.
again. It was supposed to be the Joker and and Roz, like the two main villains coming back for a big, like,
Big finale. Yeah.
yeah.
What?
What? What happened?
Pumpkin? Pumpkin what? What? Pumpkin?
Why, Pumpkin? Why? Pumpkin, why? I didn't know. I didn't think they'd seen the Tauberpaw Twilight Princess Abridged.
No, that's a Doug Walker reference.
Oh. Which video?
It's the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. The reference is they make a pumpkin grow out of like Scratch and Grounder's hands. So he's like, pumpkin, pumpkin, what? Next, what you'll be doing is you'll be pulling a beautiful woman out of your hand. And they do exactly that, and his response is, why are you chasing hedgehogs if you can just blow into your hand and make a beautiful woman? That's one of my favorite nostalgia critics.
Fair.
Mostly because he makes good points. He is mostly describing about the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, but at the very least, he's like... He gives credit where it's due on, like, the other stuff. Like Sonic Sadam, and how stupid it is that it's called Sadam.
Yeah. God.
Come on, I had a
If you
silent
could go back.
obliteration. Come on.
Okay, here's a pitch. You are sent back in time to the 80s when Sonic is new. The Archie comics do not exist yet, and you're sent back in time to where Sonic is just a game. There's no other properties outside of it being a game, and you are told, "Hey, we're making a show for Sonic the Hedgehog, and you're going to be the showrunner." Uh, what would you do? You have full control and full knowledge of Sonic up to this point in this timeline.
That's tricky because it's like there's a lot of stuff I really like about like Sonic Sadam and by extension Archie. And I think the main issue is there's the bits I don't like are the bits that are like just kind of weird.
Okay, let me rephrase it. If you had a chance to effectively dictate what Sonic would be uh, outside of the games, what would you do? How would you run it?
I would probably run it. I think the main thing is I would solve the human issue first, because it's like one of the main issues Sonic has always had is how to deal with humans. Like,
Would you go the movie route and have Earth exist as a far off planet?
no, I would probably go the more modern approach, which is just different islands and stuff. Like
Fair
cute,
enough.
like so in the more recent stuff, like Ian Flynn's run, humans live on like the mainland, and all like the furry characters live on like islands. And I kind of
Yeah.
agree with that. That's a good setup. Other than that, I think there are a few things that I would change, but they're kind of like
The the
incidental, like
the only
character stuff.
characters the only characters that exist as of that point, like, okay, let me put it this way. You're tasked with making a show, a Sonic show, back when the only Sonic characters that really exist are Sonic, Tails, and Eggman.
Okay.
Amy and Metal Sonic don't exist yet. Shadow and Silver don't exist. Charmy B doesn't exist.
Knuckles
Knuckles
doesn't
and the
exist.
Chaotix don't. But you know, but you have full knowledge of like our Sonic, so you could make them exist.
So what I would probably do is I would probably keep mostly to avoid like timeline shenanigans.
No,
uh,
no timeline shenanigans. The games still get made whether you make the characters or not.
okay.
It's mostly just who is like it's mostly just
So I
uh
think step one would be I want to keep Bunny Rabbit, because I really like her. Um, okay, so I would definitely keep the general like setting of Sonic Satam, because I really like that. Um, I think having Eggplant Man trying to take over like the various critter islands is fitting. Turn them into Eggman
mhm.
Land.
Yeah.
That would definitely be like I think a good start, which is kind of why like I like that as like a setting.
Yeah.
Roboticize everybody because I like roboticization. But I would include
Yeah.
like Bunny Rabbit and I'd have a few more half robot characters. When you're fully roboticized, you can't go back. I'd make that like the ground rule, so there's like stakes, and they don't just keep doing but we can unroboticize them kind of like thing. This way, like characters can be like half roboticized instead, in order to keep the same
Hmm.
general they can be saved kind of stuff. Like I'd have a
All right.
difference in like roboticization, so like the
And
stakes aren't.
cyborgs. Yeah.
It really does bug me
If
that
he's fu-
that size model is see through.
It bugs me that his jaw juts forward when he talks. You see what I mean?
I notice it, yeah. I do like that all the coins have different designs depending on like where you are in the world.
Yeah. All right. What I would do if I could control the course of Sonic media early in, I would absolutely have Knuckles and Silver and Amy and all that. I would have them all be there, and
I think what I would do is
I
oh
I'd absolutely have I'd absolutely have Silver be from a bad future still. Silver and
valid.
Blaze from Bad Futures. Give them the Trunks. I
He goes
would
back to the
not make
future.
it.
It's different every time, so he has to keep coming back.
He, er, no, here's what I'd do. I'd have him go back in time to try and stop the bad future, and it works. But because of that, he can't go back to his future.
Mm.
That's how I'd handle it.
Look at Neil in that
He's ba-
dopey ass plane.
yeah, he'd basically be locked out of his future,
Mm. So he has to make
and
his
I would
new life
also,
here.
yeah, I would also make him. uh, I would go all in on making him the Trunks. Make his dad be the Vegeta.
Dad is Shadow, valid.
I love Guns N' Roses. It's a good ship.
It is a good ship, yeah. I love how goofy ass her like little vehicle is.
It looks like something from Star Wars.
It's like a little like hang glider thing.
Yeah, it looks like the things that they used at the beginning of Empire Strikes Back. The ones that had the tow cables.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, it's hard to tell like what she's doing when it's green projectiles on green. I hope she doesn't do the grenades again. That was the only one I had trouble dodging.
I like that the icons each only have 5 tones.
Yeah.
I like limited palettes.
I love how you can tell the mountains are just like PNGs.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on one moment. Dinner's done. Give me one moment.
Alright, pausing the recording. And we're back.
You are so jealous of me.
You keep saying that, but I can cook that whenever I want.
Yeah, but you don't have it right now. Do you have homemade sourdough bread?
Not right now, currently, no. But it can be made. And making it's half the battle.
It is. The sourdough is actually pretty good. It took like 4 or 5 months for my stepmom to get it down perfectly. It really the effort really shows. It's really good.
I can believe that. There we go. Got it. That was like an actual pen.
That was an actual fight. They should pull out Tommy guns and just shoot out the window. Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, it's one of the new powers I got last chapter. I mean, this chapter.
Yeah.
Oh, you
What happened?
just punched me through a wall.
That bird's a stand user. You see, he punched through the wall and then fixed the wall.
Behold my new stand.
Shovel.
And I'm trying to come up with like a song that's like a fitting name for like a stand, but not like one of the ones that's already been used.
Fair.
So plausible deniability and all that.
What is Highway a Go-Go supposed to be?
Highway to Hell.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, speaking of highways to hell, I've been playing Romeo is a Dead Man, which is the new game by Suda51, who you think I
Yeah.
keeps talking about sweary, by the way.
Yeah, to be fair, their names... Oh, Highway Star.
Oh, okay.
That's...
The names are very similar. I'll give you that.
Yeah, the names are similar. 2 syllables, both start with S, both have numbers at the end.
Okay.
Oh man, this sounds so good.
Anyway, so the premise of Romeo's a Dead Man, by the way, great title, is that Romeo is a like small town cop when he runs into Juliet, a beautiful girl of his dreams, and he promptly ignores the obvious red flags. They actually mentioned that at the start of the game, where it's like, and then completely ignoring the obvious red flags of a girl named Juliet and a boy named Romeo, he falls in love. Oh, God damn it.
Maybe he only heard the Taylor Swift song.
Maybe. It takes place in the 90s, so I think that's supposed to be
Irrelevant.
before. Yeah. Irrelevant.
Maybe he only saw Romeo and Juliet.
Maybe he only saw Sherlock Gnomes, the sequel.
You know what my favorite gag in Romeo and Juliet is? And
Uh,
it's legitimately funny.
what is it?
So, you know how statues are alive in that universe?
Yes.
They at one point, Nomeo when Nomeo's in exile and stuff, he tells his life story to a statue that's like in a park, and the statue's like insane. That is almost beat for beat what happened in this play I wrote, and it's a statue of Shakespeare. That's actually, and he and I if I oh
Oh, I see what's
what
going
the
on here. It's
ow
because
ow, ow.
Sly clips through the wall to Okay. He clips through the fucking wall to do
And
that.
that
Okay.
aggroes him.
Yeah.
So it's not them who's a stand user, it's Sly. No wait,
Yes.
I know what stand user this is. Midnight Train. We've been watching JoJo. We got to the part with the cat stand.
You know, I've decided on
The-
my stand name, Piano Man.
Hmm?
My
Well,
stand ability is that it
you can play a
parts you.
harmonica.
It parts you. You know, because piano's playing parts.
Um, no, your stand just summons pianos like 10 feet in the air.
God, that would be so fun. Actually, I love that idea. Never mind.
Dio Season's like, you stole my gag. I was like, no, I didn't. This isn't time stop. Summons another piano.
I just realized, like, oh, God damn it. This is impossible with these guys just aggroed on me. God dang it.
I know what my stand is.
Oh God, what? Ah,
And
you
it's a
bitch!
better. And it's a. No, actually.
They sent me back that far? BS.
Oh, wow.
I got it perfect, too. That's the part that annoys me.
Wait, Okay, here's the question. Should my stand be one that's named after a band or one that's named after a song?
Usually, isn't it like, the stands are named after songs and the, stand uses are named after bands?
I guess. I actually don't know.
I'm so mad. This entire segment is BS.
I just remember Boy Man Man.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's his name.
Anywho. My stand, Beyond Eternity. Although, if it's a copyright free, if it's one to avoid copyright, it would probably be like After Infinity. No, After Infinity sounds too cool. Shit, I need to figure out what a lame off-brand version of Beyond Eternity would be called.
Okay, I've decided. My stand is gonna be about dropping pianos, but it's gonna be called Black and White after the Michael Jackson song. But for copyright reasons, it's gonna be called Gray and Gray.
Honestly, Gray and Gray sounds. I think Gray and Gray probably teeters the line of it sounds cool but also stupid, depending on who you ask. like Worst Company.
Valid. Now that all the guards are dead, I can smash these barrels to my heart's content.
Yeah.
Oh, so quick question. What's your, like, favorite Romeo and Juliet story?
Romeo plus Juliet.
Okay, correction. It does. It's not specifically Romeo and Juliet, but it's like a story like Romeo and Juliet that's like uses the baseline of the poem.
Okay, so not so Romeo and Juliet inspired.
Yes, like Lion King too.
Mm,
You know, Romeo plus
there-
Juliet's pretty good. I'm not gonna argue with that one.
Yeah, but it's like 1-to-1.
Fair enough.
It's not a parody. It's just honestly, no, Romeo plus Juliet is by far the best adaptation because not because they're able to keep the spirit of Shakespeare's writing without like they have so many dick jokes. They have so many new dick jokes and visual gags that Shakespeare would be proud of.
Valid.
God, you want to know what one of my favorite gags in a Shakespearean production is? And it's purely like it became part of the play, even though it was originally a gaffe by one of the actors.
Um, I actually want to hear this. This sounds fun.
So, in one of the plays, the God, I don't think it, I don't think it was him. It might have been. Was it Othello? No. I do not remember which one it was,
If it's not
and
Hamlet,
it's
was it
gonna.
Piglet?
Hold on. I need. Uh.
The Clockwork Stomach. Yay!
Yes. 12th Night. That's what it was.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Um. Yeah. When Malvolio reads the letter, at one point it says, um, if this falls into thy hand, revolve, which means turn it over. But due to a misunderstanding in one of the productions, the actor spun around, and because of the way that it's done, two of the characters are like spying in the back, like are spying on the character who's reading it out loud. So when he revolved, they had to quickly duck back under their undercover, and
Mm,
that's become just a part of the play now
that's funny.
because it's such a good gag.
So I was actually in a production of Twelfth Night.
Oh, you were?
I was
Who are
one of
you?
the two bumbling knights.
Nice.
I will say this. I was not happy.
Oh.
So originally, when I auditioned, I wanted like the role of the brother. I wanted a small role. I was like, I don't want a big role. I want a small role that's like dignified. I don't want to be a comedy person. Because like the last play I did with that like production group, I was a comedy character and I was sick of it. Because everybody thought I was like just funny, and I'm like, I don't want to be just a comedy person. I want to, I don't want to be typecast. Mind you, I was like 14, maybe 15 at the time, so like early typecasting revelations. Anyway, I had an argument with the director because I was like, I don't want to be a comedy character. I want the small, dignified, sort of cool role. Anyway, they gave me the comedy role of like Sir Anthony, I think. And I'm like, this isn't what I wanted. I don't want to do a comedy role. And they're like, well, I was gonna make you, what was it, Mavolio?
Mavolio is. Uh, Sorry, I was distracted. I found a GIF of Alec Guinness as Mavolio doing the revolve.
He's like the character who gets like bullied by the rest of the people in the household, right?
I think
It's been a
I,
while.
it has been a while.
And I was like, I don't want to be the bullied character. I don't want to be the guy who people make fun of and like laugh at. I want a serious role. And they're like, well, I was gonna make you this originally, but then you said you don't want to be a comedy character, so I made you the other humiliating character instead.
Still,
And I was not happy. I actually
yeah.
broke down into tears at that point because I was like sick of it. I was sick of, and then everybody's like, you're great, you're great, you're so funny." And I'm like, I don't want to be funny. I'm tired of people making
Put on
fun
your
of me.
makeup. You are the clown.
Yeah, and I was kind of like, I don't like people. Oh God, I just realized they make a Canadian A joke. The title of this chapter is called "Menace in the North." Eh?
Mm. I love the skybox.
So here's what we know. One, Arpeggio's glyph is on its way to pick up a battery from Jean Bisson. And two, the only way we'll get a crack at Arpeggio's clockwork brain is by finding a way to sneak aboard his blimp.
But before we do that,
Yeah.
we need to snag the clockwork talons off John Bisson. Time is short. We've got a lot to
Uh.
accomplish.
True, but first things first. This lumber camp isn't on any of my maps. I need you to poke around and take some recon.
Yeah, so I wasn't happy with that production, but I got used to it.
Recon photos. I got
Sir Anthony's not a bad
In
role.
anticipation of the icy climate, I took the liberty of modifying
I was more annoyed that like,
can now separate into two
he gets like a single sword fight.
for ice
He gets two sword fights, one where he wins and one where he loses.
jump and hit the circle button to dig in.
And during production, the two people who ended up with like the roles of the people I fight in like a sword duel were like, yeah, we don't actually want to bother learning any choreography. So what's gonna happen is, I'm gonna run away immediately. So we're not gonna do like the sword fight, and then you lose the other one instantly. And I'm like, can
That's
I?
boring.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's really boring. I mean, I know it's comedy, but like, I would, like it if there was like a little back and forth immediately, and then it's like
Yeah.
one.
Oh yeah, no, that's what people go to see a play for. Just skipping all of the choreography and having the actors just walk off stage.
Well,
That's
it was a
definitely
bunch
what
of
people pay money
teenagers.
to see.
It was a bunch
fair
of
enough.
teenagers. Yeah.
Okay, but still,
Yeah. So I
the
was.
point stands.
Yeah. So basically, like, what ended up happening was, where am I going? So basically, what ended up happening is the first sword fight. The actress was like, "Okay, I run away immediately because I don't want to, actually learn choreography, and I don't want to, actually sword fight anybody." And I'm like, "That's fine, I guess. At least I can fight the other guy briefly before I lose." And the other guy's like, "Yeah, it'd be uncool if I had to actually, fight. I think it'd be cooler if I instantly win." So I have to immediately pretend I'm disarmed the moment he like waves his sword. By the way, he's a coward, so he refuses to actually like make weapons clash. Because he might
Oh,
drop his
boo.
sword, so he's like, I
Man,
wave my
I
sword and you
would-
immediately drop yours.
That's. I mean, that works in Princess Bride, but that's because that in Princess Bride, that's built up.
Yeah, but also it's like different because one of them is because it does have an actual sword fight previously.
Yeah. Yeah, it has a sword fight afterwards. And also, him running away is just so that he can sneak around a corner to get a cheap shot.
Yeah.
Country, all right. Interesting.
And he's the
God,
villain,
Princess
and that's
Bride is so good.
intentional. Princess Bride is so good.
Signature.
So is Stardust, which we're going to be watching tonight.
Yeah.
Because it's Valentine's Day, and I love you. And that's our movie. That is basically our movie. Our couple movie. Unless you can think of one that fits better.
Princess Bride, probably.
As in one. I mean, yeah, but. Honestly, Princess Bride is an easy answer. I think that Stardust being. You know what I mean by our movie, right?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, it's a movie that's special to us. And stuff, and.
Am I not supposed to take a picture of that mammoth?
Mm-mm.
I know I'm supposed to take like photos around the area, but I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to take them.
I think I know what Biddy's stand would be called. Or I'm just gonna assign Biddy a stand.
Jean Bisson
Biddy's
counts.
stand would be called Istanbul, and the copyright-free version would be called Not Constantinople.
Hmm. Speaking of they might be giants, one, actually a little disappointed that we never got like a got them to actually do the music for Coraline. They originally did the soundtrack for Coraline, but it was said that it didn't fit.
Fair enough. I'm having a hard time trying to see. I'm having a hard time trying to associate. They might be giants with Coraline.
You know the song, a song about Coraline?
Oh yeah, no, I can see that actually. I I I see where it's coming from now.
Yeah, so a few of the songs stuck around, um, but most of them didn't. So it was originally more like a rock musical kind of thing, so there was going to be more music, but they
Hmm.
decided not to do that because like production visions kept changing.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, yeah, this isn't working. Nothing on you guys. You're doing great, but we do love this one song, so we're gonna keep it in the film. And they're like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. What is your favorite They Might Be Giant song?
I like the Mesopotamians.
Fair. Mine's a pretty basic answer. Communists have the music.
I haven't heard that one in ages.
Wasn't uh wasn't it the song that how what was it? The owl um like the gag of like um the gag of like, and you can't just end a video by having a fade out to you know
Shammy?
uh, huh.
You're thinking about Shammy when you said the owl?
Yeah, their review of Life is Strange. It's
Yes.
like, and the gag being that it fades out to a song. Wasn't it? Commies have the music. Was that the song they
It
used?
might be. It's been a while since I've seen that particular video.
You know what else it might be?
What?
Giants.
I don't know. I don't get it. Oh. Might be okay. Yeah, took me a while to realize where it was coming from. Okay,
uh,
where am I going?
man. Oh, that was a voice crack.
The map
Man, I
markers in
cannot
this
wait until.
area suck.
Yeah, I can't wait till I am in Boston and you can like see my face growing into a grin as I'm about to say something really stupid, a really dumb joke.
I mean, you smile all the time.
Uh, You'll be able to tell when I'm thinking of a really dumb joke.
Well, I was just making a really dumb joke.
Um, yeah. So my stand would be a spear where the tip can open portals a certain range. Uh, maybe 30 meters, but it can if I it can only the tip can only go through with the amount of force that I give, so I can't just like Well, it has to be line of sight.
That spinner, the thing that's not actually visible in that entire thing. Okay, I get it.
That's the battery charger, but where's the
Huh?
battery Arpeggio's coming to pick up?
I had to take a photo of a spinner for the for Bentley, but like the problem is it's impossible to see the spinner because the spinner moved out of frame when the camera clicked.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah, mine would be a spear that can open portals to like anywhere I could see within 30 meters. 30 meters? That's the mid range, right?
I guess, yeah.
That's the lower bit of the mid range.
Well, that's like a little less than half a football field, so
Yeah.
it's like 90 feet.
Yeah. Well, no, a football field is 600 feet.
A football field's like 100 meters, right?
Head back to the safe house.
No, it's 100 yards in both directions, isn't it? From the middle, it's 100 yards to either. It's 100 yards
Well, guys,
towards either end, so it'd be 200 yards.
I'm not a sports person. You might be
I don't know.
right.
I don't
could
watch
be
football.
Yeah, neither of us watch football. Why are we talking about this?
his lumberjack games.
I know it's measured in yards.
Fortunately, due to frequent avalanches, a log chopping guide was frozen in a wall of ice.
Fair enough.
Oh no! It's 100 yards.
It's
It's
100
50 yards
yeah.
in either direction.
And a
Yeah,
meter's like a yard.
but a meter's a little bit less, but yeah. So 30 meters would be about a third. Would be less than a third of the way to a football field.
Yep.
But yeah, I would have it be that, and I'd have it be that it has to do line of sight, and you know, the farther away, the less precise I'm able to aim it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because you know, just because I can see a place doesn't mean I can, you know, get it super precise. Yeah, and on top of like, you know, just being able to like thrust and have the spear open a portal to wherever and have that go through. Also, being able to slash a larger portal to make other things be able to go through.
Okay, so we're an hour in. Do we want to call it slightly early or?
No, we can go another half hour.
Okay.
We still have about like an hour and 10 minutes or so before Plush will be ready for Stardust.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
One of my
The
main
other thing-
issues with this, with the finale, is that like the finale is like complete.
Oh, this is the
butts.
finale?
No, this is the chapter before the finale, but the finale is definitely gonna be at least 3 streams just because of how annoying it is.
Alright, then we should probably get as much of this out of the way as possible.
Valid.
But yeah, the caveat or the drawback that would be the flaw that defeats me would be that the portals cannot close if there is something in between them, and the way I see whoever I'm fighting figuring that out and defeating me would probably be when I try to stab them with it. They very quickly like tie a thread of their shirt onto it
So
to
who
keep
would
the
you
portal open.
Who'd you be fighting actually?
Uh
I'm always
Who do you imagine defeating you? Jotaro, Josuke?
honestly, Kakuin.
I'm
I think he'd be the one to defeat me with it being having Hierophant create that small like thread of his flesh
Kakyoin?
tied around the tip of the spear, and then using that to basically pull himself through the portal.
Oh right,
that's how I see
Hierophant
him.
Green. I was gonna say Jonathan for Hermit Purple.
in mind.
Well, hermit purple would be the trick would be having the thread be thin enough that it wouldn't be immediately noticeable.
Valid. Yawn for me, bear. He put radio transmitters in the mouths of bears. What kind of wacko is this?
Maybe the bears just hate them. You don't know.
So I can't step on the ice, or the crackle of the ice will wake all the bears.
Oh, I love that environmental stuff.
Yeah. By the way, fun fact for like walking through like ice and snow in like Boston.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna need those tips.
Yeah, if it's much safer to step on like crunchy snow than it is to like try and walk across like anything that looks
Ice.
wet, because you'll
Yeah.
see something, it'll be like, it's wet, so it's just wet, but then you step on it, oops, it was actually ice and it just looked wet.
Yeah.
And
I don't
that's
have a lot of experience with God, when it snowed, I ate dirt on the ice in front of a client.
oof. Yeah, avoid anything that looks like water or like a wet patch, because it could just be like ice, which is bad.
One of the problems I was having when it snowed here in Texas was that um, there was there was patches that looked like snow, but they were actually packed and as solid and slippery as straight up ice.
Mm.
But that's probably because it would partially it would start to melt during the day, but then refreeze uh, at night.
I think there's a significant enough difference between like snow and like thick ice. It
I
is
mean,
probably just that like
maybe,
Texas stuff, because in Boston
yeah,
it's usually cold enough year round that like it doesn't like melt then freeze super hard.
yeah. It is definitely gonna be different. Um, I will need to get you're gonna have to show me how oh man, you're gonna have to show me a lot of stuff in regards to how to handle the snow because I am going to be completely inexperienced.
Valid.
I'm gonna be walking right next to you, and I'm going to slip, and you are going to catch me in your arms, and we're
No.
gonna stare at each other's eyes.
I'm going to try to catch you, and and we will both eat shit. Um,
But at least we'll do it together.
one of us will get a concussion. Uh,
Probably me.
by the way, if you hit your head, immediately go to a hospital. I'm not joking.
Oh, I know. I'm Oh, what the I know that head injuries should be taken seriously.
I recently ate shit on on
But
ice,
yeah,
as you recall. So
yeah, your knee, you banged it up pretty bad.
yeah, I'm still not happy about that. It was completely preventable.
Yeah.
All I had to do was stick to my original plan of staying inside all day.
Yeah, but unfortunately, your work was not very communicative.
Unfortunately, it was more of a one-person issue. But oh,
Well, yeah,
speaking
yeah, that's why
of
I'm trying to be vague about who.
speaking of a coworker, unnamed. approached me today and was like, "Hey, I found out something really cool today." And I'm like, "Oh, what is it?"
I
And they're
think you
like,
told me.
"Yeah, I did," but I'm telling the audience because it's so
Oh yeah.
baffling. And they're like,
Uh,
"Oh, did you know that when you close your eyes, it's not your eyes closing; it's your eyelids. That's your eyelids. Your eyelids are covering your eyes." And I was just like so baffled. I was like, "You learned this today?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "The flesh of your eyelids covers your eyes. Your eyes don't just turn off." And they're like, "That's so crazy, right?"
it's like, no,
And,
that's not crazy. That's normal.
I'm like, "You're 40. How is this the first time you've ever heard this? How could you not figure this out on your own?" Is the more baffling thing.
Yeah.
So it's just like baffled. And
It is baffling, but also with everything I've heard about this particular coworker, it's not surprising, unfortunately.
yeah. This is the same coworker that like looked me dead in the eyes and was like, "I heard about Charlie Kirk after he died, and I can't stop listening to him." And I'm like, "Oh boy."
Yeah.
There's one more out there.
Close my eyes
I don't like this
just to
level.
hear
There we
you
go.
weep. Why na 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 na?
And I was like,
When you're far away and dreaming.
and so I was like, you know that when you close your eyes and you look at like a bright light source and you like close your eyes and there's like red because that's the flash being highlighted by the light. And they're like, "Yeah, I didn't know that."
Yeah.
They're like, "That's so crazy, right? When you close your eyes real quick and like you're blinking, that's so annoying, isn't it?"
You,
And I'm like,
you could achieve the same thing by covering your eyes with your hand.
yeah, I was thinking because I was like, she just described blinking. She didn't call it blinking because I don't think she understands what blinking is. But anyways, I was like, it's blinking. She's like, "Yeah, when they like turn off and on real fast, that's annoying."
Christ. Was shit, was it Con Air or was it sorry, all the talk of closing eyes made me think of the Aerosmith song I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Was it Con Air or Armageddon that song was in?
No idea.
I think it was Armageddon.
Speaking of
Yeah,
Nicolas
because
Cage,
Nicolas Cage wasn't in Armageddon.
who's in Con Air though.
He was.
Yeah. Speaking of Con Air and Nicolas Cage, my beloved,
Yeah.
um, he's got a new show coming out, Spider Noir.
I think you. Oh, I think you told me this.
Yes, he's got a brand new show. It's an adaptation of Noir Spider-Man from the Spider-Verse, but it's live action with Nicolas Cage.
I think it could work because Nicolas Cage is basically a living cartoon.
It looks fun, actually.
If you animated Nicolas Cage, he would look more human. I love Nicolas
The fact that
Cage.
you're right,
God, you know what my favorite Nicolas Cage movie is, right?
it's not Face Off. We had this conversation recently.
Did we?
Yes.
Are you sure you didn't have it with Addie? Because Face Off is my favorite.
It might have been with Addie. Quick question. Do you remember mine? Because I would have mentioned it to
Renfield,
Addie.
right?
No, it's not Renfield. She guessed the exact same thing.
Well, that's the only one I can think of that you talk about on more than one occasion.
Funny enough, I don't talk about this movie that much because I've only seen it like
How do I redirect that thing?
the once, and it's kind of a bad movie.
Okay,
but
but a bad Nicolas Cage movie is still a good movie.
it's so the movie in question is Season of the Witch, in
The
which Nick.
Halloween movie?
No, no, no. It's just called Season of the Witch. It's a movie about Nicolas Cage and Ron Perlman
Oh, I
and they're
love
like
Ron
Turmeric
Perlman.
Knights, and they're being sent to bring a accused witch to their castle so that she can be executed.
Yeah.
And throughout like most of the movie, they play around with like, is she a witch? Is she really? Could she be? Maybe they're wrong. And then at the end, she's like, I was a witch the entire time, actually. Plague be upon ye.
You see, what they should have done was see whether or not she weighed as much as a duck.
Valid. Oh, god dang it.
God, remind me to send you uh, some voice lines from the Lich in Adventure Time, because that's some of Ron Perlman's best work.
I've seen clips.
Have you seen their God, the one that I love the most is when he's like uh before there was time, there was nothing, and before there was nothing, there were monsters.
That is
And
a raw ass line.
it is.
Oh, speaking of Ron Perlman, I've been watching a video on. Do you remember the Hulk Ultimate Destruction?
Dude, we had that was on Xbox, the original Xbox, right?
Yes.
Okay, then that is the one I'm thinking of. We had it when I was a kid, and it was so much fun.
It's a very good game. Anyway, Ron Perlman played Blonsky in that.
I
The
don't remember.
Abomination.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he was the
It
final
has been like
boss.
20. It's been like over 20 years since I've played, so I
Valid.
have no memories beyond just fucking destroying the town. Was that the one where you could like make buildings collapse?
Yes.
Am I remembering wrong?
Yes, you
Okay.
could. Only a select few, I think, but like still.
Yeah.
That was impressive for the PS2.
Yeah. And original Xbox.
Yes.
God,
That's still a good game.
it is.
Oh yeah. I can't stand on them when they're spinning.
I'd be concerned if you could.
Sly
Oh
Cooper is
man,
such a master thief, he can stand on a spinning buzzsaw.
you know who could do that? Uh, Chet from Centaur World.
Okay, so
He was a tulip dancer. Of course, he can stand on
true.
the saw blade.
So funny enough, I was talking to my brother. As I mentioned, we watched the Jet Li movie.
That is such a good movie.
Yeah. So we're watching the one, and he's like, "Well, that's CG," and I'm like, "No, no, no, Jet Li can just do
No,
that." So,
yeah, he
so,
can just
so
do that.
yeah. So we spend the entire time, the entire movie going, yeah, Jet Li, he can just do that during like the scenes where they're teleporting or the scenes in which he's like doing impossible ass stunts or
Yeah,
like,
no, he can just do that.
yeah, and then he
I
just,
mean, he can't anymore for obvious reasons.
yeah, he like broke his like, I think back.
Oh wait, I was thinking of Bruce Lee.
Yeah, Jet Li is still alive.
Yeah, sorry.
He
I was
became
thinking
a
of.
Tibetan monk, actually, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Shaolin monk.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jet Li and Jackie Chan are known for doing their own stunts. So anytime you see either of them,
I got
that's
you.
bullshit.
That was BS.
That was your glider.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, Jet Li can just do that. And then at like the end of the movie, when it's like this scene of him just like doing this like normal as heck like handstand, I'm like, oh, that's bullshit. That's definitely CG.
I knew exactly where you were going with that. I, God, you want to know one of my favorite videos? It's We're Number One, but it's only the stage audio. Um, and it's an edit of We're Number One where they make where they like make it seem like it's just the raw audio uh without any like Foley work or anything. But one of my favorite bit in it is when uh when Robbie Rotten spins around and does a disguise. They add like a warbling magic sound,
He
with
just
the
does that.
implication being that's not Foley work. He can just do that.
I can
I'll
believe
send you
that.
the video. It's by far my favorite edit of War Number One.
Okay, yeah, I can believe that. You know, he can do that. I'm not gonna argue
Well,
that.
I mean, not anymore for obvious reasons.
Yeah. No, he'd
Rest
still
in
do
peace.
that. Whenever people like,
Stephen Carl's, he's rolling in his grave, right,
yes.
as you say that. And when he does, it makes a warbling sound, and he's suddenly in a new outfit. I'm sorry, that's so awful. He
I
was
think he'd
truly,
appreciate it. I think if he were
he,
to hear it, he'd be like, yeah, I could do that.
yeah. God, he was such an icon.
I do love the "We Are Number One" meme because it really was just a meme forced through in order to draw attention to his medical bills.
Yeah. The sad part is for a period of time, it really seemed like he beat it, but then it came back so much worse. And
Yeah, that's always the fear when it comes to like cancer. You never know if it's because if it comes back, it's always going to be worse than it was.
yeah,
And if you don't catch it immediately, I remember like my brother beat cancer, leukemia specifically, and
yeah, he was still recovering when I visited.
he, he's always
Well,
recovering.
you know, you know what I mean. I remember when we landed, he immediately had to go to the hospital because he had like a bad cough and his immune system was,
Yeah, his immune system is like forever compromised for the rest of his life, um, because of it.
yeah,
Because like when you're a kid, you start to build up immunities to like everything. Because he got it as like in his like late 20s. The problem is that he already built up those immunities, so he has to start over again. So
yeah,
he's basically got the like physical like the immunity of like a child.
yeah. And when you're an adult and you catch these things, it can be like, uh, when you're an adult, you don't catch chickenpox, you get shingles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you do with the mammoth.
Oh yeah. I
Why?
knew there was something
Why
with the
did?
mammoth.
Why did you need to? You basically wrapped it all the way around the map.
It's just how like laser beams work apparently.
Creature, so full of life.
Oh man, one of my favorite things was, so there was this one flat earther. I do not remember I don't remember what his name was, but he was really stupid. He's one of the more famous ones, but he said light cannot bend around a curve, and so uh, whoever he was debating just like whoever he was talking to like just put just did like mixed a sort of like a type of gel or whatever, shined a laser through it, it bent in a curve through that medium, and his response was, that laser is broken.
It's always like you know, it always is like just moving the goalpost forever.
Yeah.
One of those like I watched a
It's a
video
matter,
recently
it's
on like
because of
somebody
pride.
debating like a big old like a Trump supporter, And they're like, well,
Oh, is
name
that
one of
the
his
one you sent me?
policies in regard to this, and they're like, and they keep like
Yeah.
talking about like his like different policies and like other stuff,
No,
and like this isn't the
yeah,
subject we're talking.
regulations. Yeah,
Regulations.
he's like, what car regulation did he pass that you think is good? And he's like, the the tariffs, and it's like tariff. That's not a car regulation.
It's not a regulation for a vehicle, yeah.
Yeah, and
By the way, I do
it's
like the
like,
shadow work in this game. That's
and he
so
got
good.
so turned around that he was agreeing with a Biden era regulation because he
And
didn't,
then he started
and also he
arguing with
was
the guy who
using,
was committing blasphemy.
yeah,
So
and
who decides blasphemy? And it's like, do you? And he's like, well, no, I don't. Obviously, because that would be blasphemy. And it's like, but you keep telling me that I'm committing blasphemy. So I forgot what I was supposed to do here. Steal in a skies.
oh, uh, I think the flat earther was Dearth, and it was Professor Dave that bent light in front of him.
Mm. Oh, I gotta get this
Yeah,
moose head.
I think it was Dearth who was like, light doesn't curve around a bend, and Professor Dave was like, bet, and did it live in front of him. And he was like, and Dearth is like, that laser's broken. Like, uh, it is a matter of pride. These people would rather see the world burn than admit they're wrong about something.
True, which is the annoying part.
Yeah.
I've been there. I hate being proven wrong, but there are things where I'm like, yeah, I'm fine being proven wrong on this. Some
I
things I'll get annoyed about if I'm like proven wrong. Some things I won't.
There's a lot of
How did
things
I
that
not
I've
get
been
caught?
proven.
How did I not get caught?
I have no idea. I blinked because I thought you were going to get caught, and next thing I knew, you were swinging on the thing.
Yeah, I agree. I'm baffled too.
Can you
Spin me.
jump on
Oh
that?
God, no.
Oh,
I was hoping for a spin me right round moment, but apparently not. Sly Cooper is a bad game. 0 out of 10.
I would have had a custom animation where he loses his footing and falls backwards.
Custom animations are a pain though. That's a level of polish you don't get when you're poking
Okay,
at a
okay, I
game
would
in like a
have that.
year.
I would have that be an animation for. I would have there be a slip animation in general that can happen on like slick surfaces like ice, and I would have uh, that saw blade be one of the surfaces.
Speaking of games with slip animations, um, Jack 2 has a slipping and falling animation that people rarely see.
Yeah, you showed a. I think you went out of your way to show it.
It's very difficult to pull off, but basically the idea is that if you're moving way too fast through the game world, faster than it can render, what they do is they just have you slip and fall, and the falling and slipping animation takes long enough
That it
that
loads everything in.
can load in the next area. Yeah,
Okay, maybe you sent me a video of it then. I do definitely remember you mentioning it when playing Jack 2 on the channel
I
though.
definitely showed you a video because I don't think I can pull it off that fast.
Fair enough. Um,
Steer with the left analog stick.
oh fuck, what were we just talking about?
After you collect the fallen ammo, press the square button to fire its turret.
Custom animation.
Here's a pro tip. You can only aim the
Before that, were we talking about when right before you were like, "Oh, how did I not get caught?"
I do not recall. Come on, move, move, move.
Okay, Ollie North. Come on, that was funny.
I don't know who Ollie North is.
Oh, he was the person that committed high treason with Ronald Reagan by supplying weapons to Iran in order to fund uh, the Contras in Nicaragua.
No.
The Iran Contra affair. When he did congressional hearings,
Okay. I am
uh,
definitely not controlling this well.
yeah, when he was in the congressional hearings, most of his answers were just "I do not recall."
Oh, that's true of like 90% of like those criminals.
Yeah, he ended up becoming a pundit on Fox News.
Not a surprise.
I think he might be dead now, like of natural causes. Either that or he's retired or some shit. I don't know.
It's annoying that that the enemy tank has like infinite ammo, or like more ammo
Well, he
than
is
I
still
do.
alive. Ah, he does books now.
They all do books.
They do.
See, he gets like 5 shots to my like. Oh no, I actually get more. I thought I only got the one. Okay.
Oh, you just weren't pressing it.
I'm getting my butt kicked. This is unfun.
Uh,
This is a lot harder to control than it looks, by the way.
oh yeah, well the Dow is up 50,000.
It is not.
I know, I know. Uh,
Oh, I recently heard.
God, that
I
was.
learned about Trump phones, by the way.
Oh yeah, they were refurbished.
I blew
They
myself
were
up.
ah, just like that one X-Men. God, that Solid JJ video was
That
hilarious.
is such a good one. Lady
I
Adestus is my favorite.
Absolutely. I do love Solid JJ's commitment to showcasing some of the weird stuff that's actually happened. How long is it going to be before he references the fact that Jubilee is a vampire?
Who knows? I think it's this whole separate continuity, though.
Irrelevant.
Fair enough. Did you know that Daredevil had a replacement at one
I
point?
did not.
So Matt Murdock died in the Ultimate series, and he got replaced because that was the gimmick of the Ultimate series.
Oh, you did it.
That might be okay. It all depends.
Depends on what?
On whether or not you know the location of the Northern Light battery.
Oh, well, I guess I owe ya.
I can't believe that works.
Hey, they're meese of their word.
Yeah, so anyway, apparently Daredevil died, Matt Murdock, and they replaced him with, like, Connor. So some dude named Connor, who's the new Daredevil. Then, like, he became a vampire and immediately got killed by Blade.
Man, that's rough.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that was during
be
a
rest
period of time.
assured.
I think that was
Oh,
during a period of time in which, like,
a lot of Marvel characters were becoming vampires.
yeah, that was a whole arc at one point, actually.
Yeah. Okay, so I do like the I do like the nostalgia critic episode of I want to say it was the Percy Jackson movie review. because of how generic the movie was.
Yeah.
Uh, and one of the gags was Jubilee constantly being like, "Oh yeah," because the one of the gags was that there was a class for plucky, um,
And they had Harry Potter there, played by
yeah, it was Harry Potter, Jubilee, and fuck, who was the third?
no idea. You expect me to remember all these like nostalgia critic gags? I can only remember so many.
I don't remember. I don't remember, but anyway, yeah, the gag was that it was the generic character, like plucky protagonists, amazing.
Spin me right round, baby. I'm waiting for the end of this conversation because we're
You're
like an
doing a
hour.
nada spin.
Yeah, we're like an
Okay,
hour
okay,
35. So I want
yeah,
to.
and one of the gags is that after that Jubilee finally or Harry Potter finally snaps because Harry Potter's been the butt of all the jokes and kills Jubilee and is about to kill everyone else, but then Jubilee's stands back up and is like, "Wait, I killed you. You thought you did, but unfortunately for you, I'm also a vampire." And they're like, "Wait, is that actually is that actually a thing?" And they all pull out Marvel comics and they're like, "Huh, yeah, it is. Okay, go kill him."
I felt bad for Tamara. No, this is.
Uh,
Is it Tamara?
Rachel. Uh,
Tamara
there's
was
Rachel.
Tamara was playing
Rachel's the
Potter.
first. I thought Tamara was playing Jubilee.
No, no, no. That's a different actress they have. So
Oh, okay.
Tamara was Potter. The other character was like John, the guy who does like some of their editing and camera work.
Oh, Aragon. That's who he was playing.
Um,
That's who the third one was, I think.
Valid.
Yeah. Yeah, that was back yeah. Anywho, that was the gag that I like. Let's wind down. Definitely check out some. Thank you for watching. Check out some of the other stuff on the channel. You're playing
Uh,
Dante's
Dante's Inferno.
Inferno.
You know, not
Yeah.
Dante's Paradiso or Dante's Purgatorio or Dante's trip to the grocery store
Not Dante's trip to the amusement park.
or Dante's Devil May Cry.
I was making a Devil May Cry joke.
Oh shoot.
Isn't there one where he lives in like a trailer parked outside an amusement park or some shit?
That is DMC Devil May Cry, and it is so edgy. I love it.
The only thing I remember about that game is that there's a gag where like there's this heavy wind. He has black hair because he doesn't have the white hair yet, but the wind blows a white wig onto him, and he looks in his reflection, and he's like, "Ugh, no!" It just takes the wig off and lets it and throws it back into the wind.
Yeah, it's like not in 1,000 years.
Yeah.
And a lot of people took that
Anyway,
as like an insult, but I'm like, you do know that like
I
it's being cheeky.
yeah.
Especially because at the end of the story, he does go through his character growth and he does get the white hair.
Yeah, it's obviously it's a gag for yeah. Anywho, definitely check out Dante's Inferno. And uh Biddy is playing Dark Souls. Recently got to Anor Londo and is dealing with got past the painting guardians, and is dealing with the archers.
Fun.
Yeah, common challenge of the day. Oh God, we talked about so many things. What's your stand? I said mine. What would your stand do? What is it called? And what's its copyright safe title?
All right. With that out of the way, because we already answered that one.
There's nothing left. Yeah. With that out of the way, there's no left say button. Good night, everybody.